to infamousproduction.com to purchase or lease beats.
On my knees I pray for the strength to stay in and out and in you go. I feel your fire, then I lose my self-control. How can I ease the pain when I know you're pulling back again? How can I ease the pain in my heart? How can I ease the pain?
Go to infamousproduction.com to purchase or lease beats. Go to infamousproduction.com to purchase or lease beats. Go to infamousproduction.com to purchase or lease beats.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of We Love Rare Grooves. I'm your host, C. Moses. We do every Monday night here on the UBN Network, where we bring you the magic of the music and the music of the magic. And this is where the legends live, and we enjoy bringing you legends every Monday night here on We Love Rare Grooves. But as we say, tune in, ubngo.com, Channel 1, Facebook Live, Twitter, and also, what else we got? I can't use that. We don't have that anymore, Rev.
Periscope?
Yeah, no more Periscope.
Periscope, Twitter.
All right, Facebook Live then. Tune in. And YouTube, our YouTube channel. Come
Yeah.
on to our YouTube channel right now and join us as I am your host, C. Mose, but I can't do the show without our great cast and crew every Monday night. Starting off with the world famous DJ Reg, my main man, working hard, boy. You the hardest working man in show business.
Yeah, man, I'm working very hard. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, my good man.
Yeah, just getting it in, man. You know, my niece had a quinceañera this past weekend, so we had to take care of that. And doing streaming and, you know, what we do.
She had a what?
Congrats to your niece.
She had a what?
She had a 15th birthday party. It's called a quinceañera.
That ain't African American, like.
No, it's Spanish.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like a sweet 16 or a bar mitzvah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
man, you know.
The coming of age.
So what do we do?
Sweet 16.
That's what we call
It's
ours.
called a sweet 16.
But
that's
what
the
do we-
American thing. Sweet 16.
But
How about what's the Negro thing?
Sweet 16.
Okay, as we continue here on We Love Rare Grooves, that's wonderful, Reg. So as we continue on now, I'm just trying to get educated here. Trying to get that little education.
Yeah, help him out.
Right.
Please.
We got the
help him out.
consultant joining us tonight, Robert A.
Robert.
Robert, what's happening, baby?
Man, it's a good night. It's a good night. We got a great guest. Okay, you know how people talk about folks who done a little bit of everything? She done front ground. She done background. She done replacement. She done solo. Baby, basically bad.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
basically, you know, at a very basic level, she's bad. That's all we need to
That's
say.
all.
I don't
So
know about
wait a
that.
minute.
I don't know about that basic level part.
Wait
She's
a
high,
minute.
high level,
Oh,
brother. I don't know about
listen.
that basic level
No,
thing.
that's
Okay.
that's
All right.
it. But here's the other part.
Yeah.
She be fine because I used to watch her on the Luther
Oh, yes.
Vandross tour. Be
You took
fine.
that away from Reg. You took Reg's fine away.
Hey, man, no, she's
He
fine.
didn't say it, so he
She's fine. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. He can use it today
And then we
for a small fee.
then we had the one and only, the young lady that keeps the show together. Our beautiful, talented co-host, the one and only Miss Shantini Irene.
Hey.
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 It's coming.
It's coming.
How's everybody doing?
We doing good, dear. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing wonderful.
How are you?
We ain't
Doing
been in the
wonderful.
studio for a minute, though.
I know. I'm excited about this guest.
So
for
we
sure.
live here. Colleen, we're live tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah.
I
This
know, 'cause
time.
she always likes to ask, are you guys live?
Yes.
Brand new show.
We're live, new
Give
show.
us a call, 323
Our Florida family.
524-2599, streaming live on the UBN network. But tonight, man, we're going to welcome, that's right, a fabulous two-time Grammy Award winner, singer, songstress, vocalist, producer.
Just the voice. Just the voice.
Man, the past 4 decades, her gifted voice, as you just said, has shared the stage with such legendary icons. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, man. Luther
Come with it.
Vandross.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Uh-huh.
The
one and
Rolling
only.
Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaka Khan.
Chaka
Yeah.
Khan.
Like
Chaka,
it is-
Chaka
Tina,
Khan.
Yeah.
Tina Turner.
Tina.
Yeah.
Sting.
Yeah.
Dang.
Bruce
Springsteen
Springsteen.
and the
Oh,
E
yeah.
Street Band.
That's
all these,
right.
all these little names you putting out
I
there.
know.
Yeah, just very, they look
Michael
small.
You know,
Dog.
basic people,
Small,
basic people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, to leave 9 Inch Nails, Billy Childs. Hold up, Yo-Yo Ma.
Oh, come on.
That's
Now
what-
that's like next level, though.
Right.
Yo-Yo
Yo-Yo
Man.
Man.
Yo-Yo Ma.
That's just the name of few. Man, y'all remember that debut album that she did, So Intense, won her first Grammy for that timeless classic that we heard coming in, How Can I Ease the Pain?
You can, but she sung about it.
She's one of the artists that was featured in the Oscar-winning documentary film 20 Feet from Stardom. That documentary highlights backup singers by archiving their oral history and experiencing within the music industry. So let's tonight give an amazing welcome to the one in a million voice of the beautiful and talented, the one and only Miss Lisa Ease the Pain Fischer. Welcome to
And she's fine. And she's fine, y'all. Fine.
You know what's funny? I just thought about we've had all the people almost from 20 Feet from Stardom on the show. The Waters family. We've had Edna Wright. We had
Tata.
Judith Hill, Tata
Yeah.
Vega. We've had like almost.
Oh,
the
she's
whole
doing her
crew.
homework too. Look at it. She's
Yeah,
doing
she
her
knows.
homework.
She do, yeah. So we're so happy to have you on
Thank you.
here. We
Thank
just
you.
need Darling
it's
Love,
so
and
good
we'll be
to
complete.
here. It's good to be here with y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all, I like that.
We out of control.
We
so
got
understand that.
1 second. We got Pretty Sean here tonight. No, we don't have Pretty Sean. Hey, Pretty Sean, change your jazz pianist and all that. She's a singer, songwriter. Okay, you got me on that. That's how we do it here. So, what's happening, dear? What's going on?
Hello, beautiful soul. How are you?
Oh, don't butter him up too much. Don't butter him up too much now. We already can't tell him nothing.
He can't take a compliment.
No
He
lie,
really
you
can't.
making me soft as ice cream on a hot summer day, girl. Boy. So if you don't know, we can go on a musical journey. I know you've done many interviews over your years, but we going on a music. We're back live with Lisa Fischer in the house here, Brooklyn born family. Y'all music. See, they ain't know about the musical family in there, not at all. So we're live now. So you know what? We've been having a little bit here. So we're gonna start off with some music.
All right.
And we're gonna start off with something that is more recent. Give a little video on that because I just love this, what you did, and then we're gonna go back and come back and start where you hear this first song coming. This is my song. This is your alter self. And we're going to talk about your alter self when we come back. So give us a call, 323-524-2599, streaming live on ubngo.com, channel 1, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Here on We Love Rare Grooves with the one and only Miss Lisa Asia Payne Fischer joining us in the studios tonight, the legend. Take me away, Sean.
Oh, deep river. Deep river, Lord, I won't cross over into oh, I won't cross over. My home is in Jordan. And I wanna cross over in the campground. Ooh, I want to go.
Love can be a voice on the phone, telling you the feeling's gone. On the downside, but on the upside, love is happiness and tenderness. There's lots of hugging and kissing on the upside. Love is ecstasy, so handle me carefully and be sure to keep your loving on the upside.
It's Friday after 5. You need a shot of good times and you'll come alive. Ooh, yeah. You got your friends nowhere to go. Downtown a new club is the greatest show. You know it's getting late, so you hurry through the traffic and back to your place. Oh, yeah. Getting dressed from head to toe. Last check in the mirror, now you're set to go. I rule the world. I love all the girls. Wear diamonds and pearls. If I rule the world.
Buzz king of the throne, I make peace in every country, build homes and homes. Not running a conference or the president. I'm just here to tell the world how my story went. You see, first it was a dream, I was living in Rome, and then I moved to London, bought a brand new home. And everywhere I went, I drew lots of attention, like a stretch limousine, one of those new inventions. It took a few years for the day had come, but I
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back live with Lisa Fischer in the house here. Brooklyn born family. Y'all music, see, they ain't know about the musical family in there. Not at all. So we're live now. So you know what? We've been having a little bit here. So we're going to start off with some music.
All right.
And we're going to start off with something that is more recent. Give a little video on that because I just love this, what you did. And then we're going to go back and come back and start where you hear this first song coming. This is my song. This is your alter self. And we're going to talk about your alter self when we come back. So give us a call, 323-524-2599, streaming live on ubngo.com, channel 1, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Here on We Love Rare Grooves with the one and only Miss Lisa Asia Payne Fischer joining us in the studios tonight, the legend. Take me away, Sean.
the downside, love can be a voice on the phone telling you the feeling's gone. On the downside, but on the upside, love is happiness and tenderness. There's lots of hugging and kissing on the upside. Love is ecstasy, so handle me carefully and be sure to keep your loving on the upside. It's Friday after 5. You need a shot of good times and you'll come alive. Ooh yeah, you got your friends nowhere to go. Downtown a new club is the greatest show. You know it's getting late, so you hurry through the traffic and back to your place. Oh yeah, getting dressed from head to toe. Last check in the mirror, now you're set to go. I rule the world. I love all the girls. Wear diamonds and pearls. If I rule the world.
Was king of the throne, I make peace in every country, build homes, home. Not running a conference or a president. I'm just here to tell the world how my story went. You see, first it was a dream. I was living in Rome, and then I moved to London, bought a brand new home. And everywhere I went, I drew lots of attention, like a stress limousine, one of those new inventions. It took a few years for the day had come, but I was ruler of the world, ranked #1. So I headed toward Washington to claim the crown, and let the whole world know that the king was in town. As I arrived, the crowd started to cheer, and then some started.
Your big day is coming.
Welcome back to the Groove Studios. We have in the house tonight the alias Zena, better known as Lisa Fischer. That was my song, The Upside. Was that your Sasha Fierce kind of version, being Zena? Talk to me.
Was the name that the songwriters and producers chose for that project, because I think it's the same producers that produced Shaman.
Yes,
I don't know if you
yes,
remember
yes.
Shaman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Chris Barbosa. Was it
Yeah.
Chris Barbosa? I'm not sure. But yeah, the same producers, and they had this song. They're like, yeah, we want to go to the studio and record. I'm like, cool. You know, it was like just a session, you know, pay you, you know, $200, $500 or whatever it is to sing this song when you leave.
Wow, because
And-
that was a hit. That was a top song. That's when I was thinking I was gonna be a DJ for a minute. I used to play.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I cleaned a lot of seeds
Oh my
off
God.
of that 12-inch.
Oh wow. Same thing with the Beat Street thing. It was just like, you know, everybody got,
Right.
I'll say folks I knew got paid as a session, and then that was the end of it. I don't know who's collecting royalties. It
I
was
know.
like
Think about it, because
Somebody getting them.
you did the song for that
Maybe.
B Street, right? That's the only shadow. And did you do some background vocals for that other part? Because "I Rule the World" was in that also by Curtis Blow. So we did
Yeah.
a little homework there, didn't we?
You sure did. I was just like, I haven't heard these things in a million years. Oh my God.
Remember that your boy.
When you go out and do tours, do people still request your old stuff? Like your old, like, you know, rare groove stuff that we play?
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't think people know that.
That's why we're here.
They
you
don't.
know?
That's
what
why
we
the
do.
show exists, right?
Well, thank God for y'all.
Right.
Seriously.
Who would know that
Oh.
she was Sasha Fit? I mean, Zena. You might have to throw that in one time, right?
Right. Come out with, like, you know, a different hairdo or something and be like, I'm Zena, you know?
You know what? Speaking of different hairdo, the young lady that was posted up in the photograph, her name was Paula Harris. She used to braid my hair many
Really?
years ago for
Oh.
Luther. And she was always just so gorgeous and so sweet. And I couldn't be the face of Zena.
Mm-hmm.
And so I suggested that she go down and audition to actually do the shows as Zena. So she ended up actually doing the shows and would, you know, sing the TV tracks. And that was her beautiful picture there. So I just wanted to give honor to her.
I love that. See the little known facts that you find out. So we left you in high school. You were singing kind of sorta. What happened after that? How did you know, what did your life take you after high school? Did you go to college? Did you go on and
I went to music and art high school, and then from there I went to Queens College for a couple of semesters. And I met a wonderful voice teacher there named Dr. Robert White. He was a silver-haired gentleman, and he really just gave me a vocal foundation that I still use to this day. And I've had some really lovely teachers, and but he was my first real teacher that really gave me something I could sink my teeth into. And then after I left college, I just started working in clubs and started to get to know other musicians. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and you know, they're like, hey, you want to do a session for so-and-so? Or, hey, we're looking for a singer for this, that, and the other thing. Or, you know, there used to be these magazines called Backstage and Showtime that would come out like once a week or twice a week perhaps. And we'd stand, you know, around and we'd wait for the paper to come out. And we'd go through the paper and see what auditions were happening. Yeah, we would just kind of get out there and try to find work.
that was the real hustle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what were some of the
crazy.
happening clubs at the time when you got out of college? Where were some of the like hot spots or like the number one places everybody wanted to perform?
Oh my goodness. Anywhere.
Yes, you want to know about the Bentleys and the Nails of the worlds and the Red Parrots, you know?
Oh my God. I didn't really get to, you know, I did more like neighborhood bar stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like the show enough neighborhood bars.
Give me a name so our New York folks can feel you. What's one of those New York bars back there in the 80s?
I
And,
can't even
we can't
think
think
of
of
some
one.
of these. They were like in the Bronx somewhere.
Right.
I didn't even remember.
Dang,
where
look
they,
how she said it. She's like in the Bronx.
no, like I'm saying the Bronx in my head. Like
Yeah.
that was so long ago. It was so long ago that there's so much dust on my brain I can't even remember where it was. It's like I remember the train stations, and I remember, being scared walking at night and begging somebody to drive me home.
Right, because there wasn't no Uber then.
Child, please.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
It was Uber.
Yeah.
You
I hope you got some.
behind.
Right. You better.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So who was the first? Was Luther the first group that kind of propelled your career as a background? Would it be?
What was your
Luther?
big break?
I would say Luther for sure. I mean, I was doing the Crystals with Dee Dee Kennebrew, who was one of the original members, and that was my first job.
Oh, okay.
And the choreographer that choreographed for, let's see, so it was Dee Dee, and then I worked for the Marvelettes. So
Right.
the Marvelettes had a choreographer that also worked for Luther, and that's how I got it.
Okay.
He asked me to audition. Luther was looking for someone to take Tawatha Agee's place because she had this huge hit with Mtume called Juicy Fruit.
Oh, and Tume.
right,
Yeah, that's
yes.
right. Wow.
And so, I know Luther was sad because he loved her voice, and was looking for someone to replace her. So that gave me an opportunity to tour with him, and I think I stayed for about 25 years.
So when you got with Luther, which Luther was he at the time? You know what I mean? Like, was he
The real
House
Luther.
is Not a Home Luther? Was he,
The real Luther.
which Luther?
Real Luther.
When you got with him, like, where was he at in his career?
The real Luther.
Oh God, it must have been. It was definitely after House is Not a Home.
Terry.
Oh, wait a
Steele was there,
minute.
right?
Where? Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I have
She
I
got
have the poster here, but I
got the
can't see it
evidence.
from here. But yeah, it was probably like the second album, third album.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. It was like 83-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So did you do any background singing on Change? Did you meet Change when he was with Change?
I didn't know him. That was the funny part. It was with Crab Robinson was singing lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crab Robinson was the lead singer, and Timmy, the bass player. I can't think of his last name, but he was an amazing bass player. I hope he's still with us. Oh God, and Jocelyn Smith, who was one of the background singers, and Debbie Cole. Not Debbie Cole. Debbie. Oh, I can't think of Debbie's name. She's gonna kill me. But yeah, it was like a whole big crew of us, and it was
Great
crazy.
Now, was Susie Green with him at the time? Because I know she sang with him like in the beginning when he first started out. I was just wondering if she was still hanging around.
Oh, you know what? It might have been before me because I kind of came in when the big records were already done.
Oh, okay.
I was, and that was the joke about Change. It was like, to me, they named the band Change because nobody stayed.
A lot of big changes.
Yeah, big change.
Let's go to group Change. Yeah. Yeah. It was what was the guy's name that oh man. I'm 62 now. My brain cells are just like, whoa.
Well, you don't look it at all.
Don't worry. I'm
Oh,
right.
my God.
I'm right
You don't
with
look
you.
at it at all.
Think of his name. But if anybody in the audience thinks of it, definitely let me know. But he was a guy that kind of owned the name and would call the shots and
Italian
and
guy.
then
Right, it's the Italian guy.
With
that's
Luther?
right.
yes.
Yeah, the
that's
Italian
right.
guy. I forgot his name, but we'll come back to it now.
Okay, good.
What-
Yeah.
So, what was the experience of being with Luther? I mean, as a perfectionist, and then especially you were on tour with Luther, and you were on tour with the Rolling Stones, and those are two of the
That's
biggest
crazy.
tours.
The Rolling Stones is like that's just crazy.
I
It was
mean,
amazing.
Did
Yeah.
you do the when okay, so I'm remembering 20 Feet from Stardom, and they were telling the story about the song Rape Murder, that song.
Give Me Shelter,
And-
that's right.
Right. And she was pregnant when she was singing it. Who was it that was singing that? I remember she said she was in the studio like screaming pregnant singing the song about rape and murder.
You're speaking of the great Mary Clayton,
Mary Clayton.
Merry
Right.
There you
Clayton.
go.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Who, by the way, just put out an amazing inspirational record. An amazing record.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, she, after the film came out, she was in an accident. She was minding her business.
Oh.
She came out of the car and ended up, they had to amputate her legs to save her life.
Oh my God.
And that woman is such an inspiration. She is such a bright light. And she just, all she wanted to know was she still able to sing? That's the only thing she was concerned about.
Yeah.
You know, once she woke up out of the surgery. So, yeah, she's like, and it's so wild because even prior to her accident, which she does not necessarily has as a focus of her life,
Right.
living is the focus of her life.
Right.
But prior to that, when we were doing the promo for the film, I had not met Mary.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
heard her voice
Right.
and had never met her. I was just like, where's Mary Clayton? Who is this Mary Clayton lady?
Yeah.
And I felt like I knew her before I got to meet her
Mhm.
because of her gorgeous voice and the way she
Yeah.
laid down those vocals.
So did you
What's
do
this? She
that
lived
part
around the
when you were
corner
on the
from
road
us.
with the Rolling Stones? Why did
Yeah.
I know that? See, I knew that. See, stick with me, people.
Guys,
I had to
hey,
fill
that's
out
why
the
you.
four. I had to put the story in front of it there.
Well, I'd like to expand on Luther. I always
Yes.
heard that he wanted a Las Vegas show, and that he really wanted to have a very professional show. Talk to me about the development of this show, because when you're there a quarter of a century, I mean, you know a little bit about the process.
He was meticulous and he dreamed so big. He loved his audience so much and oh God, he wanted to give them everything that he loved.
Mhm.
He loved that old Arte Art Deco thing, which you can see those designs in all of the clothing that he wore and that he so graciously shared with the other singers on stage. I mean, you know, there was a gentleman named Tony Chase who designed the clothes. There was a designer before him, but I can't think of his name right now. But Tony Chase was the most memorable because he did these ball gowns and everything was heavily beaded by hand. These gowns are like, I don't know, $10,000 to $20,000 a gown or whatever it was. It was insane. And we would have, each tour, we would have a different set of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luther didn't like to go to the same city and wear the same thing twice. He would always switch it up.
He's smart.
Always switch it
Because
up.
they would have talked
Yeah.
about him if he didn't. So
And
he
he
knew.
had a nice budget.
Yeah.
A real nice budget for
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah,
who was the I think you were kind of naming them, but on the road at the time, what were some of the most iconic things that you learned from Luther? I mean, 25 years is probably hard to sum up, but if you could name like a few things that he taught you, what would you say?
I would say how to listen. How to listen. A lot of times, I think we as human beings in general want to prove that we are worthy and that we know something and that we're worthy of being where we're at, and we're excited. But there's also that balance of listening, you know, where before you do the task, you have to kind of know what the task is, you know. For example, we'd be at rehearsal and there's, you know, me, Ava Cherry or Kevin Owens and Alpha Anderson, Jesus. And we're sitting around and Luther would give us each our parts. And so there'd be a different voice part. And so he would say, okay, so Lisa sing blah, 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 and I'd sing my part. And usually the soprano part's easier to hear than the inner voices. And so the inner voices, he would give them their parts. And sometimes I would be singing over, you know, while they're singing, while they're trying to get their part. And he would just get so frustrated. He's just like, no, don't do that. You know, it's like, I know you want to sing along and get it, but let them get their part first.
Yep.
I was like, oh, right. So I'd be
Mhm.
singing it in my head. I'd be like, ooh, just chomping at the
Yep.
bit. I couldn't wait, you know. But it was so much fun. It was
Yeah.
so much fun because listening to everyone else learn their parts was kind of like a cultural experience for me because I didn't understand melodically how difficult some of the parts would be.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times the soprano and the bass are kind of like, you know, the frame
They're the melody
of
mode.
the
Yeah.
photo,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And then Luther would always do this interesting stuff in the middle, and I go, oh
Yeah.
That's why he's
It's like
Luther.
peeling back that onion layer and seeing all the different parts.
yes,
Yep.
oh
Mhm.
my God! Or he
Yep.
would double a note sometimes with the or cross voices, and it was just
Mhm.
insane. So all of that stuff I loved. I loved his. I loved the way that he would set the stage. The lights had to be a particular way. The staging had to be a particular way. If it was in the round or if it was in the proscenium stage. I loved his love of clothes. He just loved the clothing and just how it all came together.
Mhm.
And he would design each dress for each person, you know, each girl. Yeah, he had his hands in all of it. He was definitely in charge,
The man.
of birthing his vision, you know.
So we got a caller. Want to take a second? We got a caller on the line.
Yay!
Let's welcome the caller.
Thank you for calling We Love Rare Grooves. Who do we have on the line?
Hello.
Hi, caller. Are you there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
this is Nikki Harris calling.
Oh, it's Nikki Harris calling on the line.
Nikki Harris is on the line. Look at Lisa waving.
Lisa going crazy.
Lisa's waving it, I'm sure. Nikki, thank you so much for calling. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful, just relaxing. And is Lisa there?
Yes!
You hear her say yes.
Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Yes, baby. I hear you.
Okay, I called to tell the world and to tell you, because I've never been able to tell you this, that you are such an inspiration to me, and you made me learn a gospel song that you don't even know you made me learn. And it's called What God Has for Me, It Is for Me.
Ooh.
And it calmed my heart down in such a place in my life. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you, you're great, and
Nikki,
your presence in me.
Nikki, mute your computer a little bit because we're getting a little feedback.
Oh, you're getting. Okay, let me try this.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Let's see what happens.
Perfect. That's better. Perfect.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Are you still getting feedback?
No, we're good. We're going to continue on. So, yes, thank you. So
I'm such a dinosaur. I could be messing it all up.
It's okay. Just think about it back in the day when you have to step away from the radio when you call in. Same thing.
Right, you calling in to try to win some tickets tonight. We know. To your show.
I love you, Nikki. You're so freaking amazing.
No, I'm serious. A guiding force for so many singers, and I'm sure you've heard that so many times. But literally, I just wanted to make sure I called in and let you know you really kept my chin up in a very, very special time in my life. And I just really appreciate watching a true, queen walk through this world with such grace. And it reminds me to put on my crown whenever I feel a little wobbly.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you so much. So before we let you go, Nikki, we see you on Thursday, right? You're here in Los Angeles for Catalina.
I am. I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm singing. Yeah.
What time is your show at?
American.
What time is the show?
Say it again, love.
What time is the show?
8:30. I'm doing a big long concert. 8:30. Got a great band. Melvin from who's Melvin's playing bass from Shaka's band,
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, he's it's gonna be great. I've got Maxwell's drummer. I've got Mitch Foreman, who was in Return to Forever, and just really, really great band. And we're calling it My American Songbook because my American Songbook goes way past Gershwin.
Okay.
And Cole Porter.
Well, so people can come to Catalina Jazz is open. This
8:30 p.m.
Yeah,
8:30,
right?
too.
8 o'clock.
in
I
Hollywood.
think there might be a few more seats. I'm not sure because I know the mask mandate just came down, so I don't know how they're doing social distancing, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice show.
Okay.
Well, bring your best clothes, your best mask, and support our girl Nikki Harris. She is
Yes,
incredible.
indeed.
She's an
She is
incredible
insane.
singer. So you don't want to miss it.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. And Lisa, I'm hugging you from my phone right now. Thank you for always helping me ease the pain, just hearing your beautiful voice.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
Nikki, thank you.
I
Man.
love you, sweetheart. Have a beautiful conversation.
Okay. Hey, Nikki, thank
We'll
you
see
so
you
much.
soon, Nikki.
See you soon this Thursday at Catalina
Are we
Jazz.
crashing
Check
the
out-
party?
Peace, peace.
All right, we will.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.
We'll get some chicken grease on Thursday at Catalina Jazz.
Are we crashing
Okay,
on
baby.
Thursday?
Yeah, we're crashing on Thursday, Nikki.
All right, we're breaking in the back.
Have a good one. We'll talk soon. Thank you so much. We're here on We Love Rare Grooves with the fabulous Lisa Fischer here. Join us on ubngo.com channel 1.
See, you
and
never know who
also
you bless on your
YouTube.
journey. That's a great song, by the way. What God has for me is for me. It's a great song.
We played that.
Yeah, it's a
played that
great,
when she-
great
when she's
song.
on. So we're going to go give a little love to Beverly Boys Production. Then we're going to go into our second musical set and come back with some more music and conversation with the one and only Lisa Ease the Pain Fischer. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you want an amazing, high-quality video, definitely go with Beverly Boy Production.
Team Beverly Boy is so dynamic.
What keeps you coming back to Beverly Boy is trust. They know what they're doing.
I look at them, those guys as my team. That's my video team. If you're considering hiring Beverly Boy Productions, just do it.
You don't really need to look much further than Beverly Boy. Give them a call. They will make sure your vision shows up on screen.
We're excited to help you with your next project, so drop us a line and let's connect.
If you
Touch me. Hey, baby. You wanna get intense? Oh. I've always thought I couldn't be caught, 'cause I was a cool and cautious kind. You know I could take love or leave it. You had to make me believe it. Make me believe it. I've always tried to keep it inside, to bite my tongue before I say, ooh, you're my one and only. You had to take the time and show me, yeah, show me, yeah. Love's finding me, taking my breath away. So intense, doesn't make sense. It's so intense, so intense. Out of control, love's blinding me like a brand new light day. It's so intense. The day we make a final break. I'm kinda glad it happened this way. There's not much more I can take. It's never easy when you have to bid love farewell. Oh. By now I'm in a daze. I only hope I live today. Tears will dry. Make room for new ones. I will cry. Pain subsides. We'll both survive the last goodbye. I have to start from where I'm standing. There'll be no looking back for me. You can do anything you want. You can do it if you try. You can make the world a better place. Don't try to hide. You can have it any way you want. Take your time to decide.
Now I've got a reason.
And I'm so glad.
So you're feeling down. Got no one around. Oh no, wish you had that someone.
To make you feel
Every day you're glad to be alive.
world just keeps on turning. Spinning round and around.
All the time.
If you have a dream, like Dr. King, don't let them drag you down. Oh, you can do anything you want. You can do it if you Is it something you feel? Do you just see the light? How do you know when you're running away or making peace with yesterday? I was so sure when we said our goodbyes. Nothing kept me from starting a brand new life. But life has a way of hiding the truth that somehow got away from me and you. Now it's way past goodbye, and it's too late to cry. But I'm feeling the loss, and I'm counting the cost of not seeing yesterday. I'll be loving you way past goodbye. It was so easy when we started out, never ever thinking what it was all about. How could I know I was throwing away the love I need so very much today? Now it's way past goodbye, and it's too late to cry. But you don't have to hurry. Don't want you to rush. We are in the right place. It's just the two of us. Passion's growing stronger. Every minute means so much. Feel it coming closer. The heat from your touch. Don't ask me why it feels so right. Love will know. Don't ask me why. Mood is right tonight. Love will know.
Love will know.
Love will know.
Come on, you do it, because we messing it up. Just hit it for us.
No, you're not.
Love will go.
Let Lisa, go ahead. Let me hear you do it, Lisa. Come on, do it for us. Come on, do it a little bit for us. Give it to us.
Get us excited, baby.
Come on.
Rocking here with you, Lisa.
That's right, Lisa. Just bob your head. You're doing the right thing.
The engineer in here jumping with us.
There you go. Can I quote a song? Nothing like the real thing, okay?
You talking about background vocals. I love what those background vocals are doing. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. That's Louis Vega.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
Grammy Award winner. Man, we did our homework, didn't we?
You really did. I mean, when you pulled out the Melrose place, what else was that? Ford Fairlane, Glad to Be Alive, Come Closer. Oh my gosh.
And
That's amazing.
You were
Amazing.
you with Teddy. I mean, most people don't know you. That now that's
Now, what was that like with Teddy Pendergrass?
Pendergrass?
I was over here having, a fantasy over here about this fine.
Was-
what
was
was that like?
He was just amazing. It was such an honor to sing with him and to do the video. He was just, his eyes
Wow,
were
Lisa.
bright.
I believe it. Come on,
Wow,
tell me
Lisa.
more.
And, you know,
Lisa.
you could feel his spirit through his eyes. You could feel when he was, you could feel him, and then that gorgeous voice and gorgeous spirit. I mean, I was really lucky to have had that experience, truly.
Wow, I could see it all over. Now, how about this Way Past Goodbye? Tell us about that. That's rare. We had to go in the vault for that one. We had to go in the Groove Vault for
Paid
that
some
one.
extra money to some people.
Because I know you like, how did we find that one? Talk to me now.
That's a hard one. So there was a television show called Melrose Place.
Yes, I remember.
And I guess they must have had some kind of agreement with different publishing companies to use different writers' music. It was a great opportunity for MCA Publishing to have their writers put, music on their show. And so one of the writers, and I feel like an idiot because I can't.
Don't worry about it.
But she wrote the song. Her and I believe her husband wrote the song together and asked me to sing on it. And then they were like, "Well, can you actually do it for the TV show?" So we actually sang it in a club setting for Melrose Place. And then they ended up putting this on a record. And I was like, "Oh wow, this is really cool."
So now let's talk about the timeless classic. Now how did you get on Electric Records, and did you have a feeling that this song was going to be that song?
You're talking about How Can I Use a Pain, yeah?
Yes, your first debut release album.
Yeah. That, to be quite honest with you, I did not know anything, but who did know was Narda Michael Walden. As we were recording it, it was in a beautiful setting in San Francisco, near San Rafael. It was called Tarpon Studios.
In Marin County.
Yes, thank you. Not San Rafael. And I just remember going in the studio because he had given me the chorus. We were supposed to be writing an up-tempo song. Elektra had done, I guess, a test of what people were buying and what they would buy and that kind of thing. They're like, there are too many ballads saturated in the market and we need an up-tempo song. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. So we're supposed to write this up-tempo song with Narda. We get in there and we keep trying to write this up-tempo song, and that's cool. But he kept going back to the he kept singing, how can I? But it's on the radio. You never forget that feeling.
I'm sure,
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Off of that debut album, was that your favorite song, or was it something else on it that you thought maybe was your favorite song from that debut album, like from So Intense?
I think, I liked Reaching for You, and I liked The Last Goodbye a lot, and I liked How Can I Use a Pain.
Last Goodbye for you. Something, I had that feeling that was the song that you was feeling also.
Yeah, and then I was lucky enough to have, oh my God, Wildflower was my other one.
Right. And that's not from New Birth. That's from the other group that they copied it from, right? You did the video where we found the video from the white. It was two white folks and a brother that sang it originally, and we blended Skylark, and we blended that right. And we blended that with the Wildfire from New Birth. DJ Reg put it together. It's real nice. That's how we do it here on We Love Rare Grooves. So,
Man, the New Birth one was the killer for me. And then it was Valerie Simpson's husband, Nick Ashford, who wrote the monologue.
Really?
For Luther Vandross produced it. Actually, Luther chose it as a sort of gift to me because he was, House Is Not a Home is a remake of a Dionne Warwick song.
Yeah, Terry Steele and Dionne Warwick's son wrote the song.
And Mavis Staples.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Ooh, more stuff to listen to.
And Dionne was on the show. And we
Dionne
played that for her, the original, and then we played Luther's. Because most people don't know that unless you're a music aficionado.
That's the truth.
I'm sorry,
That
not
is
House
true.
Is Not a Home. He wrote Here and Now. That's what they wrote.
Right.
Terry
That's
Steele
right.
and the son wrote Here and Now. That's what it was.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so then he was like, you need a cover song. You need a cover song. And so that was his gift. He thought about it long and hard. He was just like, oh yeah.
That's
this
amazing.
is the one.
No.
It's the hardest time. I was like, yes.
Now you were with Luther for 25 years, but when were you able to slide in working with the Rolling Stones and with Shaka Khan? How did that happen? In between, like, were you moonlighting with them?
Exactly. I was showing up moonlighting because what would happen is, as a background singer, you don't get paid unless you're actually on tour. There's no money to pay you unless the artist is touring. And so we would come off, everybody's all happy to be on tour, and then you come off because there's no work now. And so now you have to find a new job. Yeah. So after every single tour,
you were starting another one.
Looking for studio work and God knows what else. And different auditions would come through. Sandy St. Victor was the one that called me in to audition for Shaka. Sandy St. Victor is with a group called The Family Stand.
Yes, remember that.
And so it was myself and Brenda White King, who also sang background for Luther Vandross. And I think Brenda also sang background for Roberta Flack and Aretha. Oh God! And then there's a gentleman named Tony.
I went on tour with her. Ann Nesby. Ann Nesby.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we worked with her in Europe, in Wales.
You did?
Oh my God.
I reached out to Annie for being on this. We'll talk about Miss Lisa
and got
Fischer.
experience.
That you can count on.
So I keep asking why. It feels like pieces just fell from the coming over me. How can this be? It's the colors of love. It's love greater than you and me. The colors of love. Times, and that's no lie. It's a didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I, baby? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Yes,
And it was myself, and there was a couple other people that I don't know. One of the producers or musicians that were playing the track, on the track was there. And first we did the backgrounds. And he was just lovely. We just put the backgrounds down. We had a really good time. We knew the song in our hearts and souls. And we were just trying to groove with what he was laying out and presenting to the world. And then I did the lead vocal and hoping and praying for the best.
Of it. If you could record or produce a record.
Any in my head.
We cheating. Music's still going. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Too late.
You sound like you're in labor.
I know, right? I am. It's emotional labor.
Hey, do you see anything on there, Sean, for sweet events? No, on your.
That's all of that stuff is nice. And I understand you got.
Huh?
He has it.
Yep.
We just want to hear. This is a little bit when now you performed with them in 80 to 82, but this is something from the early years that we pulled out the crates just for
our records. They didn't give her credit for so much of the work she did.
Sleep is really important to me.
Okay.
Water is hugely important to me. And my spirit, guarding my spirit.
There you go.
Ask Julie Andrews. That's it. Once it's over, it's
that.
So,
you guys.
Can you do a drop for us? Because I don't know where we're at live while we're live.
Okay, no problem.
All right, we're gonna do a drop, and you're watching We Love Rare Grooves, and if the vocals feel good, you can put a little bit spice on it if you like. But this is Lisa Fischer, and you're watching We Love Rare Grooves.
All right, you ready?
Are you ending the show?
he would need to in order for her to do the drop.
Okay. So we want to thank everyone, all of our listening audience. I kind of lost myself there. Talk about the Mazatlan Jazz Festival, my dear, and then we're gone. There it is in front of you.
Continue to follow us on our Instagram, We Groove Entertainment, our Facebook, We Love Rare Grooves, and our YouTube channel, We Love Rare Grooves, to catch this show in its entirety on all of our audio outputs, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Music. You can catch the audio version of this on your way to work when you're listening, and you can catch the replay of the show on our YouTube channel. Mazatlan Jazz Festival 2021. Festival dates are locked October 8th through the 11th, 2021. The current lineup for the festival is Peter White, Huge Groove, Marion Meadows, Joaquim Joyner, Johnny Britt, DW3, and the Dawn the One Bell. The festival will be held at the secluded, all-exclusive private concert venue, Pueblo Bonito Emerald Bay Resort in tropical Mazatlan, Mexico. And check this, you have the option of purchasing an additional package for your option travel, transportation, and concert experience. For more information, go to MazatlanJazzFestival.com. Sign up for their newsletter. We'll keep you updated. Don't forget to tell them that you heard it here at We Love Rare Grooves first.
And they have added Eric Darius and Rebecca Jade.
Oh, okay. Sounds fun.
So they may be in the house next week.
Maybe.
We'll see. But we do have Lisa Fischer in the house, so thank you so much for joining the Groove team. We're going to have you back because I told you we got so many added songs that we didn't even get to tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, thank you for hanging out. You're such a wonderful talent, a beautiful spirit, just a goddess of a voice. So, man, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. All of you are amazing.
Thank you.
And Shaka, you got a gorgeous instrument, girl.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she gonna hold on to that one for a long time.
She got an instrument.
Yeah.
They forget that because I sit up here and bust their balls all day. I didn't say cut them off. I said bust them.
Wow.
Relax.
We will be deleting some things out.
Wow. We're going to be deleting that one.
Don't delete the part about Unix. That is a fact.
I don't
and it's
need
educational.
Who's that singer we know that they got that kept that high voice?
I'm just telling you.
So,
Lisa,
see us next week.
We're obviously out of control period.
Yes. Can't you tell?
No,
you talking about Little Anthony? You talking about Little Anthony?
Not Little Anthony. What's that other singer? That other brother.
We're getting ready to close the show.
Real high voice.
So tune in